Hello students, how are you? I am once again back to you with the Tiger King. Well, this is the last and number 4 video on the lesson. In video number 3, we stopped at the point where the king thinks that he had killed the 100th tiger. Well, let's see whether the 100th tiger has been killed by the Maharaja, which actually was arranged by the Diwan from the People's Park, Madras. Let's see, king was happy. He left the place after shooting the tiger. The tiger was so humble, so poor and so miserable that it was brought to the Maharaja already half dead. Please refer to the last paragraph of page 15. After the Maharaja left, the hunters went to take a closer look at the tiger. And let's see, what did they notice about the tiger? It's a very interesting thing. When they went very close to the tiger, and what did they find? The tiger was looking back at them, rolling its eyes in bafflement. Bafflement means, you say the tiger himself was very puzzled, very confused. He was not able to understand what actually was happening around him. Probably the tiger too was not able to believe why he was alive or how he was alive. Very interesting. One thing is very clear, tiger was not dead. Right? The men realized that the tiger was not dead. The bullet had missed it. Maharaja, although he took the aim of the tiger from very close, but he had missed to hit the tiger, and probably the tiger collapsed, tiger fainted out of the shock. The bullet was whizzing past him, just past touching the tiger, and the tiger was already so weak and so poor. By the sound of the bullet only, probably the tiger fainted. So one thing is very clear, the Maharaja still has killed only 99 tigers. However, he thinks that he thinks he has killed 100 tigers and is very happy also. Now, but the hunters know, we the readers know, writer knows that the Maharaja has killed only 99 tigers. Now at this point of the story, what do you think? Now it's a question to you, what do you think the hunters should do? Should they go back to Maharaja and inform him that he has killed only 99? Means he has not killed the tiger, the 100th tiger? What do you think? If you think yes, they should go and inform, then I want to tell you, this they cannot do. The reason is given in the text. This they will never do. They should do it, I agree, but they will never do it. See the reason. They decided that the Maharaja must not come to know that he had missed the target. They know the nature and the character of Maharaja. If they go and inform him that he has failed to kill the 100th tiger, then see that if he did, if he comes to know, they could lose their jobs. I hope you remember, Maharaja's temper, Maharaja's nature was like that. If he comes to know, he would immediately fire them. Immediately they will lose their job. I hope you remember when in the village Maharaja was not able to find the 100th tiger, many officers lost their job as if they were responsible. Similarly, hunters also think that Maharaja will immediately fire them. So what they are going to do? Yes, you are right. If you are thinking that the hunters will do Maharaja's unfinished job, then you are right. One of the hunters, see what he did, took aim from a distance of 1 foot only, very close angle, and shot the tiger. And this time he did the job without missing the mark. So now the 100th tiger has been killed, but it has not been killed by the Maharaja. It has been killed by one of the hunters of Maharaja. So although Maharaja thinks he has killed 100, actually we know, readers know, and the hunters know, of course, that Maharaja has killed only 99 tigers. So his tally of 100 tigers is not finished. Well, a procession was taken to the capital through the town, and then the tiger was buried with great pomp and show. A tomb, right? Tomb means a kind of structure, smarak, was erected over the place of the burial of the tiger. So now the Tiger King is relaxed, right? He thinks that he has proved the astrologer's prediction wrong. He thinks he has killed 100 tigers, and now he is relaxed. Now see this one. Now it was Maharaja's son's third birthday. Until then, Maharaja had not been able to pay much attention towards his son, towards his family, because he was busy, all the time he was busy in the tiger hunting. So now he probably wanted to compensate. He wanted to give enough time to his family members, particularly the crown prince, the Yuvraj of the state. So what could be a better opportunity than celebrating the son's third birthday by the Maharaja? So of course, being a good father, Maharaja wanted to give a good gift to his son, special gift to his son on his third birthday. So he along with his son went to the shopping center market of the Pratibandhapuram state, and he searched every shop, couldn't find a suitable thing, but finally he spotted one. Very interestingly, see what has he spotted? One wooden tiger. So the tiger king will only prefer a tiger. Fine. So it's a wooden tiger. It's a toy shop, and he thought, okay, this wooden tiger, you can see in the picture, this wooden tiger would be the perfect gift by the Maharaja for his son on his third birthday. Well, see this paragraph. The wooden tiger only cost 2 annas. Anna, look at, see, there are 16 annas in 1 rupee, right? So in those times, this anna, it was very common. See that one? So 2 annas only. Fine. Means if you convert that into paisas, so that would be only 12.5 paise. Fine, you can make your calculations. So 2 anna and a quarter. So it was somewhere around maybe 15 paisa. But see, the shopkeeper knew if he quoted real price to the Maharaja, such a low price to the Maharaja, then he would be punished under the rules of emergency. Because according to Maharaja's rule, under the emergency, he could not quote such a low price. Okay, so just like I hope you remember Andheri Nagari, so they had to quote equal price for everything, whether it was a vegetable or the gold. Come on, so under the rules of emergency, he could be punished for quoting such a low price. So he quoted a very pricely sum, and he said, Your Majesty, this is an extremely rare example of craftsmanship. So this is an open lie. It was not at all an example of craftsmanship. He probably said it's an antique piece or something. It was not actually. Finally, the bargain stopped at 300 rupees. Maharaja was very happy. 300 rupees was a perfect price for the gift that he wanted to give to his son. Very good, Maharaja said. Let this be your offering to the crown prince on his third birthday, said the Maharaja, said the king, and took it away with him. So he bought as a gift for his son, and he has given. Birthday celebrated, birthday was celebrated, the gift was given, and particularly that evening, both Maharaja and his son, father and son, played with that tiny little wooden tiger for a long time. See, there was a problem with this wooden tiger. It had been carved by an unskilled carpenter. So the finishing on the surface of this wooden tiger was not very good one, or in fact it was not finished very well. So its surface was rough, and on a wooden piece, I hope you know, if the surface is rough, there would be tiny slivers. Tiny sliver means a small piece. Tiny pieces of wood stood up like quills. Quills means needles, सुई के जैसी. तो वो tiny pieces वो जगह जगह पर थे, all over the surface of the wooden tiger. One of those slivers means one of those tiny small pieces, what happened? Pierced the Maharaja's right hand. वो चुभ गया. महाराजा के दाएं हाथ में कहीं पर भी, राइट हैंड में चुभ गया। वेल, इट वॉज नॉट अ बिग थिंग, ऐसे हमारे साथ भी हो जाता है। सो महाराजा पुल्ड इट आउट with his left hand, and he didn't take it very seriously. It was a very casual kind of event, and he continued to play with the sun. But it was not an ordinary event. Probably some part of that sliver left inside Maharaja's hand where it had pierced. And I hope you know what happens. It becomes a wound. So the next day it became a wound, and infection flared in means spread in Maharaja's right hand. पूरे right hand में महाराजा के infection हो गया. And within the 4 days, it developed into a, see this word, suppurating sore. Suppurating means there was a lot of pus, right? Full of pus. Pus formation हो गया था infection के कारण. Sore is a wound. So it developed into a suppurating sore which spread all over the arm. Now, I hope you understand that Maharaja needs a doctor, particularly a surgeon. Okay, surgeons were called. 3 famous surgeons were brought in from Madras. Madras से बुलाए गए 3 famous surgeons जो state के थे. Okay, they held a lot of deliberations, lot of discussions, consultations, and finally they came to the conclusion that they will have to operate the wound. Decided to operate. Okay, operation took place. See, the last lines are very interesting. The 3 surgeons who performed it came out of the theatre and announced. This is the best example of irony. See that one. What did they announce? The operation was successful. The Maharaja is dead. See, there cannot be any better example of irony, verbal irony, than this one. I hope it reminds you something. Do you remember the tale of Malan City by Vikram Seth that we discussed last year in class 11th? And we discussed irony in a little detail there. I hope you remember the line. Can you? Yes, if you can recall correctly, then you are right. The lines were, "Long live the king," the minister said. "Long live the king," the minister said. "Long live the king is dead." When they were raising the slogan कि राजा अमर रहे, ठीक उसी टाइम पे राजा तो मर चुका था. वैसे ही यहाँ पर सर्जन्स ने अनाउंस किया, ऑपरेशन सफल रहा, सक्सेसफुल रहा, हमने कर दिया, बट महाराजा ऑपरेशन में नहीं बचा. Maharaja is dead. That's the best example of irony. See, what has been stated, the reality is completely opposite to that. It has been stated that operation is successful, but the reality, Maharaja is dead. Then how can somebody claim that operation is successful? Now, operation is a flop one. It has failed. But see what happened, Maharaja is dead. And this is how, in this manner, see the last lines, the 100th tiger took its final revenge upon the Tiger King. So what astrologer had predicted long ago proved right. I am not here to say that astrological predictions are correct. It is only a coincidence that what astrologer had predicted had come to be right here. But important thing is that Maharaja was not able to kill the 100 tigers, and the death comes from the 100th tiger. Unfortunately, the 100th tiger is not a live tiger. It is not a ferocious beast. It is a toy tiger, dead tiger, and you can say a wooden tiger. This is how the story comes to an end. I want to tell you, once again I want to remind you the dramatic irony, how it has proved right here. I told you that dramatic irony is a situation in which the readers share with the author some important information, or you can say author shares with the reader some important knowledge, important information, and the main about some particular character, but the character does not know about it, or if he knows, he does not accept it. He remains ignorant. And what does he know? He acts opposite to that information. but the fate, the destiny, किस्मत जिसे बोलते हैं, that has already been decided by the writer. But the character is acting continuously opposite to it. He is not ready to accept his fate. वो अपनी किस्मत को मानने के लिए तैयार नहीं होता है. He acts opposite to the circumstances. वो चाहता है कि वैसा ना हो. But ultimately it happens what has been decided by the author, what the reader knows and what stores in his fate. Similar thing happens with the Tiger King. The writer Kalki already shared with the readers, हम सबसे उसने शेयर किया था through the astrologer, क्या? That the death of the Maharaja will come from the 100th tiger. It was decided, it was the fate of Maharaja because it was decided in the story by the writer. But Maharaja does not accept this fact. He is not ready to take it, कि this is going to happen with me. He acts opposite. He immediately resolves that he will kill 100 tigers. And he starts his tiger mission, hunting. Somehow he manages to kill 99 tigers. But it was in the fate that his death will come from the 100th tiger. Yes, it happened. Maharaja could not kill the 100th tiger. Unfortunately, the 100th tiger that kills the Maharaja is a wooden tiger. His death comes from a wooden dead toy tiger. So this is how dramatic irony comes into place. So we expected probably Maharaja will be able to kill the 100th tiger. But the story takes a very sharp turn, opposite to expectations of everyone, opposite to the expectations of the Maharaja. This is irony. This is dramatic irony कि पूरी तरह से महाराजा की expectations के opposite story चली जाती है और dramatically महाराजा की death एक toy tiger से हो जाती है. This is dramatic irony. So यहाँ इस पर separate long answer से लेकर के short answer कुछ तो भी question आता है. आपके क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 में भी है, यू कैन सी रीडिंग विद इनसाइड में, हाउ डज द ऑथर एम्प्लॉय द लिटरेरी डिवाइस ऑफ द ड्रामेटिक आयरनी इन द स्टोरी. आपको मैं क्लास नोट में भी थोड़ा दे चुका हूँ और अभी जो एक्सप्लेन किया हुआ है उसको आप अपने वर्ड्स में नोट करेंगे. वन मोर थिंग आई वुड लाइक टू डिस्कस विद यू, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ एंड you expected for Maharaja. I mean, you knew it very well. I know that Maharaja will die at the end. ये हम सबको पता था. But what kind of a death you expected for Maharaja? Do you not think, do you not agree with me that the Maharaja deserved a better death? वो इतना brave महाराजा था, इतने सारे 99 टाइगर्स उसने मारे और कम से कम उसकी जो मौत होनी थी, मौत तो होनी थी, वो थोड़ी बेहतर, थोड़ी सी ग्रैंड, थोड़ी सी एक्साइटिंग, थोड़ी सी इंप्रेसिव, इस तरह की होनी चाहिए थी ना. बट बेचारा, बट ही डाइड लाइक अ बेचारा काइंड ऑफ अ किंग. हिज डेथ कम्स फ्रॉम अ पुअर टॉय वुडन डेड टाइगर. एटलीस्ट ही डिजर्व्ड अ बेटर डेथ. वी थॉट कि ओ, हमें पता था कि महाराजा मरेगा एंड वी थॉट कि हिज डेथ, मतलब महाराजा at the end while he will be fighting with the last and the 100th tiger, so there would be a great show, there would be a lot of excitement, there would be a lot of climax and everything. Means the Maharaja will die, but he will definitely put up a good fight against the 100th tiger, and before death it would be a grand kind of a fight and grand finish of the story. But that did not exactly happen. It's a very ordinary end of the story. The tiger, the Maharaja, the tiger, great tiger king who killed 99 tigers, he dies in the hand of the poor little toy dead wooden tiger. Well, this is a literary device and this is called anticlimax. Climax is when there is a grand, exciting and impressive finish to a great story, great tragedy. But when they are very unexciting, very unimpressive, very dull kind of, uninteresting kind of a finish, right? Then that is called anticlimax. I already have given you what is anticlimax in class notes. Now you will add this explanation to that one. So dear students, I hope you enjoyed this discussion on the story. This is the last video on that one. My assignments, I will give you my questions to write the assignments, but before that, wait for my live class on Google Meet I will take that class on Google Meet app. Please watch, please read the story again and again as many times possible, and watch all my 4 videos as many times as you want. Everything will be clear to you, but keep your doubts ready to be asked. I will ask questions when we will discuss the Tiger King through Google Meet app. Fine, I will ask questions. You can also ask your questions there, so everything would be clear. It would be a live class, and this live class we will have on Thursday, Friday and Saturday this week, 8 a.m. sharp 8 a.m. I will be live on Google Meet. I will send you the link to join my class on that one. Be ready to discuss. I want a very lively discussion on that one. So please be ready with your questions, all kinds of doubts. Be ready to answer my questions also. So Thursday is, I think, 25th of June. So 25th, 26th and 27th June, 3 दिन तक हम डिस्कशन करेंगे टाइगर किंग पर. यदि डिस्कशन जल्दी खत्म हो जाता है तो हम कोई और डिस्कशंस करेंगे. सो बी रेडी to come live on that day. Thank you. Give your feedback on teaching of the Tiger King and wait for the live class. Thank you. Have a nice day.